What's good, everybody? It's your boy Stax on Stax on Racks, Montana. And what's poppin'? Just let a nigga know, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep up with my niggas, you know what I'm saying? All the niggas that watch my videos and shit. Whatever the fuck. Where them hoes at. You feel me? But obviously if you click this video, you already know it's about to go down. Some really real shit about to go down. I'm about to tell you about this one bitch. I ain't gonna say, matter of fact, I am gonna say her name, cause fuck that bitch. But her name Brittany and shit. And this is probably the most recent of all the real nigga stories that I told y'all. And you probably noticed that the lighting is different. I'm trying to be like a ghost in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, nigga's a ghost. That nigga Stax is a ghost. Anyway, I'm in college. Now, this story takes place my freshman year of college. We just chilling out in front of the school and shit. Just chilling, me and my homie. We the only two right there. All of a sudden, this one girl come walking down the street. Now, I didn't know the girl. I had never seen her before in my life or nothing like that. So my homie was like, I bet you could get her number and probably get some hair from her. Y'all niggas know me. Y'all niggas know me. I'm like, I can? Alright, let me see what I can do with it. So I walks up to her, cause that ass was looking tight. Right, you feel me? Now, I noticed her face. She wasn't the best looking girl in the room, you know what I mean? So yeah, so she wasn't that bad, but she wasn't that good, you know what I'm saying? She's about like 45, maybe. No, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She's probably like 65%. I don't give a fuck. So like, I don't give a fuck. Like, the bitch ugly, 65%. If I know for a fact I'm about to get some hair from some bitch, it doesn't matter how she look, unless that bitch is fat. If that bitch fat, yeah, that's just a no-go for me. So I'm talking to her, whatever, and this is how I found out she was on me. As we exchanged numbers, I got her number, and she was so thirsty. She was like, hey, I want your number too. So I'm like, alright, cool. I gave her my number. She called my number right there on the spot. She like, yeah, I just want to make sure this the right number. I'm like, bitch, I walked up to you. Like, I'm trying to make sure I have the right number, you know what I'm saying? So throughout the rest of the day or whatever, we was texting and shit, whatever, just texting, you know what I'm saying, regular shit. So later that night, she calls me. So I'm talking on the phone with her now. I never brung up the topic of sex. I never brung up any topic. I was going to just ease into this thing, you know what I'm saying? I was going to flow into some ass. I was going to flow into that mouth, you did? Like, cause when we was texting, she was all about, yes, I'm going to school right now. I'm focusing on my grades. I'm trying to be a good person. So I'm getting the sense like, oh, maybe this bitch not a hoe. Maybe she don't be giving that. But she calls on the phone. She's like, yeah, I be popping that pussy. I be giving that neck. I'm like, whoa, where that other bitch go that was just texting me earlier? Cause you changed. I don't know you. So she just totally flipped the script out of nowhere. I mean, I had no problem with it though. I'm like, oh, where you be popping that pussy? You be giving that neck. Yo, you trying to come to my house tomorrow? Immediately, I just act like, yo, you trying to come to my house tomorrow and all types of shit? She like, yeah, I'm gonna come to your house after school. I'm like, I probably done lucked up on some shit. I owe my nigga a birthday gift or something. So the next day comes and I go to school. She at school. We still texting throughout the day or whatever. When niggas get a confirmation from a bitch that they coming to his house, they don't ever believe them until they get to the house. Like, if a bitch be like, yo, I'm on the way to your house, I don't never believe that bitch until she gets to my motherfucking house. You feel me? So I'm still texting like, yeah, you still coming or whatever? Like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm still coming, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so later on the day, I go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm still really not expecting her. Like I said, I don't believe until they get there. So I'm just laying down. So she texts me like, yeah, I'm on your block right now. Get ready to come open the door. And now, if you're a real nigga right now, only real niggas will understand this. Dudes don't ever clean a motherfucking room unless they expected some ass or some neck or something. My room went from looking like a goddamn messy fucking closet slash dumpster slash alleyway slash train station to a motherfucking hospital room. My shit was clean as fuck, sterilized, every motherfucking thing. I did that shit in like 3 minutes too, my nigga. I swear to God. Till the bitch calls me, she's like, yeah, I'm outside, come open the door. So I goes open the door. Now, this was so awkward cause she was kind of ugly and my mom and my sisters were sitting in the living room and everything. So I'm like, I do not want to walk this ugly ass bitch past them. I don't even want them to see this ugly ass bitch. So I started instantly just turning off all the lights in the house. It was probably like 5 o'clock. Like, what the fuck you need lights on in the house anyway? So I started turning off the kitchen light, the living room light, dining room. I'm turning off every light that she has to walk past in order to get to my room because I don't want them to see her at all. I turned off all the lights and shit. Nobody don't really notice. I'm just standing next to the door. You know, I slide outside. It comes back in with this girl. They end up turning the kitchen light back on. So I'm like, oh, damn, man, they probably gonna see her face when she walk in. So I goes in first. I'm like, hold up, wait your ass right here. I'll be right back. Close the door right on her face. Goes in the house, turn the kitchen light back off, like, you won't be catching me today. Not today. So I goes back outside, I gets the bitch, brings her back in, take her to my room, locks the door. Cause my sister would just walk the fuck in. They don't give a fuck. I could be knee deep in some ass and they'd just walk the fuck in. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. Fuck wrong with you? Don't you see me knee deep in some ass? So now when I get in the room, you know what I'm saying, I'm still not really sure about how she is, because she was texting like this and then she was on the phone like this. So I'm not like, is this bitch gonna give me some neck? So we get to my room and we just laying on the bed. We both laying on our stomach just watching TV. Now I'm not paying no attention to this bitch. When bitches come to my house, I always do that. I just ignore the shit out of them like they're not there, and I force them to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's a good move, guy. I don't know, maybe it don't work for all y'all niggas, but it worked for me. I just ignore the fuck out of them and make them have to get my attention. So then it's like they putting the move on. So then when I come back trying to give them the D, they just take it because they want the attention. You feel me? That's player shit right there. Write that shit down, cuz. Write that motherfucker down. Alright? So I'm watching TV and shit. So next thing you know, she just gets up and just takes off her fucking her uniform skirt, you know what I'm saying, for school. She just takes that shit off. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, she had on some stockings on under, some white stockings. No panties under those stockings. I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch is ready to go. Like, oh, this bitch here is just, she about that life. So I'm getting ready. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down, my nigga. It's about to go down, my nigga. It's about to go down. So she come back to me laying on my bed. So she like, oh, you gonna leave your stuff on? I'm like, oh, no, I'm not gonna leave this on. So I'm taking off my pants or whatever. As soon as I get my pants taken down, like about to pull them down with my waist, she just goes right in the front hole of my boxer. You know the hole in the box. She goes right in there, digging it, whip him out. Whoosh, start necking it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, I'm talking about this bitch could suck a dick for days. This bitch could suck a dick for days, dog. I'm gonna tell you why. So after she, you know what I'm saying, giving me oral pleasure, now she's just trying to catch the D. So she take off her stockings all the way, take off her uniform all the way. Now this bitch butt ass naked. Now I'm not used to that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but usually when I be hitting chicks off, I never take the shirts off. That's probably my signature thing. Like, hold on. Leave your shirt on. Just remove them pants. You feel me? So she get on top of me, right? I'm hitting that shit. Why this bitch had the nerve to say this? Can you please take the condom off? I was like, whoa, yo, hold up. I was so close to punch you in the face and then kicking you out. You lucky you gave me that good ass head earlier, or you would have been in the streets. Don't ever say no shit like that again to me, girl. Yo. Stop. So she still riding me, whatever. And like the thing, it was so whack. It was so whack. I swear to God, she was just the bootiest girl ever in the world. So then I'm like, man, fuck it. I started hitting the shit from the back. I told you her ass was tight fat. I'm hitting the shit from the back. Her ass was so stiff, like it wasn't even jiggling or nothing. It was just stiff. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this ass? Like, I'm trying to shake the shit just move up and then right back down. I'm like, oh, is that a hard-boiled ass or something? Is that a hard-boiled ass? Oh, what the fuck is that? So, I did something I'm not proud to admit. I just fake like I came. I'm just fucking, I'm like, oh. Yeah, that was great. I never really came. I'm like, that shit was butt. So, after that, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you gonna suck my dick again? So the bitch started giving me neck again. Now, this is when the sucking dick for days come into play. Yo, when I say this bitch was sucking my dick for so long, son, I turned on 2K, started playing 2K, I called my homies, I hopped on Facebook and Twitter, started texting, trying to see what I'm eating for dinner later, text my mama. Nigga, I was on the phone with my homie like, yeah, my nigga, what you doing and shit? The whole time, this bitch is sucking the shit out of my dick. And I'm talking about, this was probably like for 2 hours straight. And in the mix of that, she probably got horny again, because she was like, can you just hit it one more time? And I'm like, she know I wasn't feeling that shit. She was like, I'll suck your dick some more. I'm like, bitch, you already sucked my dick. Continue. Fuck wrong with you? So now I'm starting to get bored of that shit, and I want this bitch to just fucking leave. I'm like, yo, you gotta fucking go. I'm getting tired of you just sucking on the dick like that. So I text my mama again, And I told her, this is what I wrote in the text. I said, can you please call my phone? And I'm going to pretend that we about to go somewhere so she could have to leave. So she finally calls my phone. I answer. I'm like, yeah, hello. My mom telling me the story. I'm just gassed. I'm just blowing it all up. Like, oh, man, for real? Oh, ain't that a shame? Gosh. So I hangs up. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go somewhere. My mom about to take me to go see my grandma. And, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to wrap this up. She gave me a couple more slurps. She put her clothes back on. Van Moose out the motherfucking house. And I just laid down. And I'm just thinking the whole time, like, yo, I was really just getting my shit sucked for like 30 hours and shit. Like, so now I'm coming to terms like, oh, this could just be my dick suck, girl. Like, whenever I just feel like getting my dick sucked, like, yo, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Hey, come to my house, suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? She just show up, suck my dick. But, yeah, it ended up being something worse. Because later that night when she got to her house or whatever, she called me up. And this was the very first thing she said to me when we got on the phone. I'm like, yeah, hello? She was like, I think I need a boyfriend now. I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I just met you yesterday. You already came to my house today and sucked my dick like your life depended on it. Why would I want you to be my girlfriend again? Like, the fuck? So after she said that, I was just like, oh, word. For real, man. You know, that's crazy. So she started to get the hint that I wasn't even close to being down with that shit. And then she started talking about how dudes started to be doing her wrong. Like, every time she do that, dudes always play her out. And I lied to you not. I could not make this up. I swear to God. This bitch started crying on the phone with me, talking about how I did her wrong, and blah de blah, and blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. And the whole time I'm just like, oh my God, what if this girl kill herself? I'm gonna go to jail. So I'm like, oh hell nah. So I'm trying to basically talk this bitch off the ledge. I'm like, no, you're a very nice girl, but you just can't be, you know what I'm saying, just having sex with everybody you meet, blah blah blah, trying to just, you know what I'm saying, trying to neutralize the situation and shit. Yeah, so after that, I tried to avoid all contact with her. I stopped answering her phone calls, didn't respond to her texts, nothing like that. And it's crazy because I told you she was gonna be my dick sucker girl. I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, she was gonna be there. But as soon as she turned to the boyfriend thing, I just like, oh no. Nah. So that's just proof all guys aren't dogs. I'm not a dog. I didn't just hit it and quit it because I wanted to. I hit it and quit it. She got too attached. The D was good, you know, the D was good. And I kind of felt bad for that day, but then I got over it. I'm like, man, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But now on the real though, that bitch was wild, man. That bitch name was Brittany. I wish I could remember her last name because I would give you her Facebook and all that shit. I don't love these hoes, man. I don't. Yeah, that was basically a story about the bitch that get necked 24/7. Cause I mean, I would take her mouth back. Like if she was just offering her mouth, like the rest of her stays where she at, but the mouth just, you know, comes. I'll take that, of course. But yeah, man, if y'all ever had a dick sucking girl that got too attached, let a nigga know what I'm saying? Until then, real niggas stay up and I am out. Peace. Swag team, bitch. Zombie gang, cuz. Hold up. And I'm not in the Illuminati, so shut the fuck up, nigga. Bitch.